The following segment is sponsored by My Cash Utah. You're going to want to pay attention to this one, guys. There may be free money. Yes, you heard that right. Free money that's legally yours. And that's just waiting to be claimed. Utah State Treasurer Marlo Oaks is here to tell us all about it. And you know he's legit because this is his business card. Truly, he had pulled this out and he said, you got my attention. So for those that are watching, what is unclaimed property?
So the idea behind unclaimed property is that if somebody ends up with something that isn't theirs, they need to give it back. And businesses end up with money that isn't theirs. It's actually citizens of the state of Utah. It could be businesses. It could be municipal entities, like lots of different organizations, including individuals. It ends up at businesses. They can't find the proper owner. After 3 years, it gets sent into the state.
Kind of falls through the cracks. I've seen the billboards, so there's a lot of unclaimed property out there. How much is there in Utah?
So last year, we got 67 million. This year, we got 77 million. So it continues to grow.
More than what I'm holding right here. That's tons.
It's amazing. And it's just a lot of growth in Utah, and there's a lot of money that ends up just getting lost. And it's not like your coat when you lose your coat, right? You kind of know when you go outside, oh, where's my coat? I better go get it, right? With money, you often don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. And so that's why we encourage people to go to the website, because that's the only way that they're going to find
it does seem a little too good to be true. Is this all legit?
Oh, absolutely.
This is above board.
Oh, absolutely. Because, in fact, all 50 states have laws that require this kind of activity. And so if you lived in another state, you can go to that state's website. And so we go to great lengths here in the state of Utah to reunite this money with its rightful owners.
And this is the role of the Unclaimed Property Division.
Correct. It's a division under the State Treasurer's Office. Okay. And so that's where the money goes, and then it's their job to reunite it with its rightful owners.
And how much of the unclaimed property that's been returned to Utah since the inception of this division? I mean, a lot of money. You said 77 this last year?
Yeah.
It's sitting there. How much was returned?
So generally, we feel really happy if we can get 50% back to people. Over the course of this program, we've returned almost $400 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and we really want to get it back into the economy, because think of the growth engine that is, and it really helps people to have their money back.
And you're helping to make this a little bit easier. You have a new bill that was just signed into law last year. What does this mean for Utahns that have unclaimed property?
So for anyone who has a claim that's less than $2,000, we're able to work now with the State Tax Commission and match records of unclaimed property with the State Tax Commission. It's a separate process. You do need to, of course, file your taxes, so we have the most recent information. If that information matches, then we will send a check for the unclaimed property that is rightfully yours. Anything that's below $2,000.
Makes it a lot easier for everybody. So
you won't have to go through the claims process.
But in the process, for now, where can we go to find our unclaimed property?
Go to mycash.utah.gov, and don't just search your name. Like with David, you also may want to search Dave, for example. Okay. Right? And you can look at where you lived, so by city or zip code.
Your high school superlatives. It's worth checking out as well. I have a first cousin with the same name, so we're going to be fighting over this.
That's right.
Thank you, Marlo, for coming in, our treasurer. This is awesome.
Thank you.